Vermont is equal parts myth and reality, home to a charisma that other states can only envy. A mere mention of its name and images appears in sunlit meadows of black and white cows, dazzling white ski trails, tidy hillside farms, blazing red maple trees along a stone wall, and covered bridges. Another Vermont exists alongside this idealized one, represented by bustling Burlington, the outlet malls of Manchester, Killington's frenetic après-ski scene, and Brattleboro's unlikely blend of gritty blue-collar and 70s hippies grown-up. Certainly, these idyllic scenes still exist, although less picturesque plastic tubing has replaced most of the buckets. In this video, we explore the best places to visit in Vermont. We've collected a list of the top places to visit in Vermont, so make sure to include them in your list if you're a visitor. At first in the list, number 1, Stowe. With a covered bridge, white-spired church, weathered barns, and ski trails down the mountainside, Stowe is everybody's image of Vermont. At the foot of Mansfield and in the heart of the state's snowbelt, it's also the town that most personify the glory days of Vermont's early ski industry, a heritage explored here in the Vermont Ski Museum. Although avid skiers had climbed the mountain long before that, and a rope tow was installed in 1937, things took off in 1940 when the first chairlift was opened. Number 2, Church Street Marketplace. In the heart of downtown Burlington, Church Street is only 4 blocks long, but it forms a wide, traffic-free space for public events and a vibrant street life even in Vermont's cold winters. Along with the festivals scheduled throughout the year, it's a place for sidewalk cafes, benches, and public artworks, and the buildings alongside it are filled with shops, restaurants, and boutiques. A mural, Everyone Loves a Parade, by Canadian muralist Pierre Hardy decorates a wall. Number 3, Mount Mansfield and Smugglers Notch. Mountain Road climbs out of Stowe and up the shoulder of Mount Mansfield, past Stowe Mountain Resort, where a gondola carries skiers and sightseers to the summit. Beyond the resort, the road narrows to Snake through Smugglers Notch, one of Vermont's most interesting natural attractions. The road through this pass between Mount Mansfield and Spruce Peak is so tight and narrow as it winds upward that at some curves, only a single car can pass through the openings between the giant boulders. Number 4, Vermont's year-round ski resorts. From the slopes of Mount Snow in the south to Jay Peak in the north, skiing extends the entire length of Vermont. Some of the top ski resorts in the east are here, and the state's nearly 24 ski mountains offer downhill ski experiences for everyone, from young children and beginners to experts training for the Olympics. The larger ones have on-mountain activities all year, offering mountain slides, rope courses, mountain biking, and scenic rides on the lifts that carry skiers to the summits in the winter. Number 5, Quechee Gorge. Vermont's deepest gorge was formed by glaciers about 13,000 years ago and has continued to deepen by the constant action of the Ottaquechee River, which you will see flowing 165 feet below. The best place to view the gorge is the walkway along the arched iron bridge that carries Route 4 across the top. A trail leads through the woods beside the rim to the bottom of the gorge, where you can see the lower part of it from the water level. The excellent Vermont Institute of Natural Sciences is close to the gorge, also on Route 4. Number 6, Hildene. Robert Todd Lincoln, the president's son, visited Manchester with his mother shortly before his father's assassination. After he had become president of the Pullman Company in the early 20th century, he returned to build the Georgian revival Hildene as his country estate. Hildene represents a fine example of homes built as retreats for the families of wealthy magnates and is furnished with several pieces from Mrs. Lincoln's family. Personal belongings of President Lincoln include his famous stovepipe hat. Number 7, Montpelier. Located right on the banks of the Winooski River, this small but lively city is one of the best places to go in Vermont to learn about the political history of the Green Mountain State. Here you'll have the opportunity to visit the Vermont State House, a gold-domed Greek Revival building recognized as one of the country's oldest and best-preserved Capitol buildings. The State House, free and open to the public for self-guided tours, also houses an art museum that features some of Vermont's most important artwork. Number 8. Manchester. First settled in 1764, the historical town of Manchester is one of the best places to visit in Vermont if you are a history buff. The town's biggest claim to fame is Hildene, also known as the Lincoln family home. The town is known for its nature preserves, including Emerald Lake State Park and the Equinox Preservation and Pond. Built by Robert Todd Lincoln, President Abraham Lincoln's only surviving child, the estate served as a summer home for the Lincoln family for about 70 years. Today, it is open to the public for guided estate tours. Number 9. Bennington Battle Monument and Museum. The 306-foot-high obelisk, visible for miles around, commemorates the 1777 battle fought about 5 miles west of Bennington, which turned the tide against the British by splitting British General John Burgoyne's forces in half, making the final American victory possible. You can bypass the monument's 412 steps by taking an elevator to the top for views. The nearby Bennington Museum is best known for its extensive collection of works by primitive folk artist Grandma Moses and her schoolhouse painting studio. At last in the list, number 10, Marsh-Billings-Rockefeller National Historic Park. The only national park to concentrate on land stewardship in America incorporates a working farm and a Victorian mansion on the hill above, set in formal gardens designed by several of America's foremost landscape architects. The Queen Anne-style mansion is decorated with the finest Victorian artistry, including embossed wallpaper and stained glass windows by Tiffany & Company. Also displayed in the house is the Rockefellers' collection of works by artists of the Hudson River School. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite places to visit in Vermont? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.